So our next most important side op is to rescue 5 kids. They're scattered across, I think, 3 different side ops.
ocean.
Well.
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received some new
On a
job
medal?
offers. The details are on your iDroid. Boss, some of the kids we've been keeping here have escaped. We don't know why they ran off, but it may have something to do with Ralph's death. The intel teams are looking for them as we speak. I'll add information to your side ops list as it comes in. You need to locate and secure those kids. I'll try to find out what happened.
So, 5 kids, coincidentally the 5 that you rescued in that first mission, even though they seem to be the only 5 on the base, even though there's supposedly a ton of them, have escaped.
Boss,
And you now have to find them.
we gave Ralph, that kid who died in the accident.
How are you guys villains? I'm sorry.
The man in charge of
This
that
is like the...
facility has
Well,
been
then again, this
severely
is kind of the
punished.
worst daycare ever. So I guess that is kind of
That's
villainous.
the joke's on us.
It's obvious they've lost their trust in adults. I was getting reports of them ignoring the staff or getting insolent. And
Roger.
And a few days later, several of the kids did a disappearing act. They snuck into choppers and shipping containers and got off base. Why? Your guess is as good as mine. These kids were born in a war zone and forced to grow up as war fighters. If they're left alone,
So did you even call the helicopter yet?
is how they'll
I think so.
die. But I
No, you
thought we
didn't.
showed them
No,
there
you-
are other reasons to live. I never liked having children on Mother Base. But the thought of them going back to the battlefield and picking up their old lifestyle is something I can't stomach. It makes me think of Chico, 9 years ago. We have to get those kids back. Hell, they know too much about our operation.
That's kind of creepy.
I never expected even the kids to betray us.
So Big Boss is Tyrannical Overlord?
To be totally honest, I think Miller put that there.
What we're gonna do with this mission is I'll insert important pieces of audio that Miller says that I guess kind of progress the story forward. But we're not gonna show every kid.
See, the problem is, it's just, it's like literally the same mission over and over again.
Yeah, they're just side ops.
It's pointless.
There's rescue hostages, isn't there? Side ops. The cat's coughing over there.
You know what I think would have been better is if you had to infiltrate a base and rescued all 5 of them in one mission.
In one mission. Yeah.
That would have been a really good story mission. And then when you go to rescue the last one, that's when the, you know, what happens.
Yeah,
and
the
stuff.
cutscene.
Yeah, that would have been sweet.
Well, the only 2 kids I'm gonna show footage of, one of them is surrounded by zombies. Would that have worked when the other ones aren't?
What do you mean?
Because the other kids are just in random areas, guarded by soldiers.
See, I was thinking they should all be in one area, but then when you go to rescue the last kid, that's when the zombies break out.
Well, it kind of doesn't even make sense in the story. How the fuck did these 5 kids get lost across 2 different countries? Did they sneak on board planes or something? It doesn't make sense.
My question is, how, if they, okay, let's say they did sneak on the helicopters. How in the holy mother of fuck are they allowing this to happen?
MSF, or Diamond Dogs?
Yeah.
Because they're dumb.
You know, I mean,
That's
okay,
not-
well that
they're in
happened.
charge.
That happened once with Eli.
Yeah, you think they'd increase security?
Fucking stupid. Be quiet.
Quiet.
Why'd I do this? Whoa.
Whoa.
The camera did it.
Yeah, the camera.
I swear to
did
God,
it.
the camera did it.
Yeah.
I swear the camera did it.
Yep, the camera does that to me all the time too at 11 o'clock at night with my pants off.
Well, maybe. Who am I to judge? What you do is the business of you and God.
Amounts of benzodiazepine derivative that's the active ingredient in pentasmin.
Did I send? I wasn't paying attention.
What?
I guess I sent her something. Huh, go figure.
Did you?
Yeah, the reason I chose this one, this and the final kid are in 2 unique locations. I figured I'd just capture footage of these 2 and make it one mission. Because the other kids, as we mentioned, they're literally just in like outposts.
Yeah, you
like,
literally, it's literally like going to rescue the people.
Yeah, like random side ops.
Oh, nice shot.
Oh, thank you.
Holy shit.
Quiet. It's a reflex at this point.
Damn, man.
D-Day.
Oh.
I gotta learn. Fuck it.
Ah!
Oh shit! Oh, she's lethal. I guess I forgot to put a trank on it. I thought I recorded this around the time I did that extraordinary mission.
Yeah, probably. Who cares? So why are you holding these
Yeah, I really don't know because this was my main save. I can tell by looking at his.
The fact that you're not wearing something
Well,
ridiculous.
he also has my red emblem with the skull. So
Yeah.
I don't know why I was faulting people. At this point, I said.
Oh yeah, he's dead. Oh, he's
He's sleeping. It's okay. He's sleeping.
Why don't you get a Jeep?
You always say this. Why don't you get a horse? Why don't you get a Jeep? But you know, I think you said it yourself. You said once you get vehicles, the horse is kind of useless.
Nah, I still like D-Horse better, to be honest.
Well, thanks for the resources.
I feel like the vehicles...
Suck.
Yeah, they really do.
You should have had a motorcycle.
You know what's been so cool? Is if you could actually, like, capture a helicopter and fly it around. That should have been, like, one of those end-game things you could do in free roam.
Opportunity to gain.
Well, that's the name of this game, you know, unfortunately.
Quiet.
He's telling you to.
Okay, I'll shut up. And we're pretty much already at the end of the mission, minus this.
I like this. I like this Samase Fort area.
This is a cool place. This is where you first
met Skullface in the game.
and you actually had to fight the skulls, or you know, you got an alert encounter. I mean,
Oh, this is where I hit the mines and you were dun dun dun.
that was memories. Holy shit, man!
That was
forever ago.
shit. That was almost fucking 5 months ago. He shot the balloon in the
He
ass.
deserved a promotion.
Send the development order from your iDroid if you need it.
Oh, maybe this ain't my main save. Maybe I recorded this when I first played the game.
I don't know. Well, all I know is you have the same machine gun on your back that you've had in the last 3 videos you did.
Targets, and that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close.
Well, the footage, as we mentioned, is sporadically random because I knew what we were going to be doing in Chapter 2 was dumb.
See, that's the problem. It's like there's no coherency to Chapter 2. It's literally you play it until you get something.
So even though our footage is a Frankenstein mishmash of shit, that's pretty much what Chapter 2 is. We have footage we recorded like a year ago almost, and we have footage we recorded a week ago, then we have footage that we recorded like 3 months ago, all in one episode edited together.
Yeah, and that's what you had to do.
That's Chapter 2.
You know, especially since you had to get the damn cutscenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking cutscene viewer.
You know, that's kind of, I think you mentioned it, but that's kind of how I felt when I played Chapter 1. You leave Chapter 1 being like, wow, I'm interested to see what's going to happen next. You leave Chapter 2 saying, oh. That's what happened.
There's nothing... Oh,
yeah, so this kid is surrounded by zombies. Why? I don't know, just go with it.
Oh! You can't knock these out, can you?
No, but I like to fight.
Oh, you just did. Never mind. Joke's on us. Now see, just imagine like, too bad you aren't locked in the caves back there with all these zombies, and you have to fight your way
Well,
out.
you mentioned well, actually, we recorded it before this, but I'll probably put it after. Shiny Lights and Death. You said, why can't we do a zombie mission where you have to rescue survivors while holding out? But I said in Code Talker, why can't you do an unlimited zombie survival like Puya? Both would be great ideas.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because I was just thinking. Do you remember all the side ops in Timesplitters 2 that you could do, and shit?
Why couldn't I find that? Yeah.
It was because there's a cliff above you.
That's true.
And it's like, well, why can't? Yeah, if you look up. There
Yeah, I was.
But you know, just have like a square zone that you can't leave, and you have to last as long as you can without getting touched.
Mm-hmm.
Ah!
Watch out. He's dead. Oh! In retrospect, not the smartest idea. But yeah, I know what you mean. That's true. Timesplitters 2, though, had a lot of variety.
They had a lot of good missions. You know,
Shit, there's a game we should play some.
Oh, dude. 3 was a disappointment compared to Timesplitters 2.
Well, what would you think about Timesplitters 1? Have you ever played it?
Timesplitters 1, that was all multiplayer.
Yeah,
I mean, Timesplitters 2 had an okay story mode, fantastic map creation, and multiplayer.
Well, Future Perfect, the third one, had a
great story,
I
would
had a
say.
great story, yeah.
But the multiplayer I felt was a little bit lacking.
That's true. And the modes even felt kind of... I mean, I think technically it had more, but the maps even weren't as good.
Yeah, the map creation, I mean...
What was that Mexican level in Timesplitters 2? What was it called? Mexican, Mexican Mission. I think.
Mexican Mission.
That was one of my favorite fucking
That-
levels ever in any FPS
When
game.
you played as the sheriff guy, he was sweet.
Yeah, but I mean in multiplayer.
Yeah.
That's great.
My favorite thing to do in there was Virus. I mean, there was the Virus before Halo did it.
Oh yeah, we had
Yeah.
so much fun with the fighters. Dude, that's some good memories. We gathered all our buddies and we either
Yeah,
played-
it was Mexican Mission.
It was Mexican Mission, yeah, because that's my favorite map in the game. I don't know
There
why.
were so many good missions.
There's like 2 snow levels, but I don't remember which one I like.
I like the one with the bases at each end and the one big one.
Kind of
tower in the
reminded me
center.
of like a 4-way coagulation from Halo.
Yeah. What?
It was smaller,
Why don't
technically.
you just go and get the kid?
I wanted to fold some zombies. I was being dumb. But this gives us time to talk.
Yeah, and of course it's talk that we don't even talk about this game with.
You know, there was a rumor that someone had acquired the rights to do a fan remake of Timesplitters 1 through 3 on PS4, and Crytek would allow them to release it because they own the rights.
That would be awesome.
Nothing ever came of it.
Oh my god. Somebody needs to do that.
Crytek, the people that have Crysis, have the rights to Timesplitters. But
Oh, that would be such a fucking awesome game.
Jesus, come back, Timesplitters, or just do an HD collection. I'd be
Well,
down.
honestly, I would be. Yeah, I would love an HD collection, but I'd be worried if they made a new Timesplitters, they'd go the route of EA.
Huh.
And you know, you would get like 4 maps,
There you go,
no
I would
customization.
Oh, and lethal, there you go.
What'd you just say to me, you little shit?
Well, I think what they could do is make all of the multiplayer maps and modes from 2, but add in maps from 1 and 3, and just make that call it multiplayer.
Well, I was gonna say, you know, what they'd probably do is you wouldn't have any of the side ops you could do in there. You would have to buy them or something, you know.
Well,
do
EA
something
doesn't own
stupid.
Crytek.
Oh, I'm just saying, you know.
He survived
were
because
so
I
lucky.
took the hit. Yep, if I had dropped him or if he had
Oh, you
fallen
can't Fulton them? Oh, you don't have the kid Fulton or whatever. Oh, I was gonna say throw him in the back. Only Dee Dee sits up front.
He's not here.
Shut up. Oh, this is actually clever. That was clever.
It's telling me I can't fault in game. We'll play your game in a different
I was
game.
gonna say, what if it missed?
Oh, it sucked.
You can also let members of the combat unit use them on dispatch missions.
Wait, you can use the kid in combat dispatch missions? Isn't that what I just said?
I don't know. I'm not paying attention.
Boss, we found weapons in the children's section of the living quarters. As you know, weapons are strictly off limits. We've got some rule breakers. The weapons we found were handmade. Blades ground out of knives and forks, a couple of bow guns built out of scrap, and explosives made using detergents. And get this, the explosives were tightly packed with nails. The kids put the blame on, you guessed it, Eli. I guess that's what he meant by consequences.
I questioned him about it, but this time he claimed they want to be put out on missions. Send us to the battlefield, he says.
Miller, enough is enough. You've protected him too much already. It's my turn to question him.
Protected?
What Eli's doing is issuing a threat. Comply with my demands or I'll respond with force. But it'll be war at this rate. Forks and soap aren't gonna kill us, but some of them will end up dead. Is that what you want? Now, I hate to say it, but they want to be on the battlefield. It's time you gave up this fantasy.
Eli, he said they'd rise up against us if we bring the last kid back.
There, you see? Ignore his demands. Don't let him return to quarters. That attitude is contagious. We'd lose control over them for good.
For the time being, we've confiscated those handmade weapons. We're bumping up security and the number of psychiatric counselors. As for Eli,
He needs some very special care.
you mean solitary?
Well, we can't leave him in contact with the other kids. If you won't do it, I will. Boss, keep working on extracting those kids.
The kids you brought back to base have laid out the situation. They all escaped to each of their home villages. who were trying to get home and lost their way. Not that homesickness is gonna explain everything we've seen.
Each of their home villages. They were trying to raise troops for the rebellion.
You really think these kids have an armed uprising in them?
You read the report of the security team member who had a rock thrown at him. There'll be a riot if we don't do something. And Miller, this is because you didn't act fast enough.
Fine. I'll admit you were right this time.
Seal off the kids' quarters from outside contact before it's too late.
All right.
Eli said his rebellion would start when the last kid is brought back, right? You better be ready to meet him head on if it really happens.
Yeah.
You should have left it to me in the first place.
Boss, they're just kids. We have a responsibility to see that those kids make it. It's not about feeling protective or the pros and cons. I hate kids. That's exactly what I heard from the people who raised me. People who abandoned me, more like. That's the spark that kept me going, you know? I wanted to show those adults what I was made of. Wanted to get back at them one day. But before I knew it, I was all grown up. Never saw it coming. All of a sudden, people treated me as an adult. Some adult I turned out to be. But I feel like if my life had been different, if the adults I knew had been different, I could have grown up better. Yeah, that's it, all right. I wanted to use those kids to test that theory. That's all this was. From their point of view, I'm no different from the assholes who gave me a hard time. When this is all blown over, I'll talk it out with them. If that's still possible. Boss, there are still kids out there. Bring them back safe.
Boss, it's me. Eli's revealed what he wants. He wants to speak with you. With Big Boss. He just said, bring my father here. Eli's too smart for his own good. No way to tell what he's thinking. All we know for sure is his men are important to him. That means we can use the escaped kids as leverage in any negotiation. Once you've brought the last one back, I'll interrogate him. If the kids do rise up, we'll meet them full force. End of story. I didn't want things to turn out like this. We could have prevented it, but it's too late now. If Eli means to take this all the way, he's gonna force us to do the same. Boss, go get that last kid.
Alright, next mission.
Alright, the final kid.
Stay quiet.
Movies.
How was baby made? Wait, isn't this the quiet battlefield?
Yes. This kid somehow got to the top of this tall tower by himself.
And isn't it surrounded by bears?
Yes.
If I remember right?
Yes, it is. How did he get up here? And how did he get separated from everyone else and decided to live up there for the rest of his life?
He walked up there?
I guess, but I mean, it's a bitch to get up
Mannix! It's the kitty.
there. This cat just ran in front of the fucking microphone, but she's cool, so I like. She's going to eat.
Actually, she ran behind the microphone.
This is the most we've ever mentioned your cat. I mean, we're recording a bunch of these videos randomly, but when you edit them together, it's going to be 3 videos where we're like, hey kitty, hey kitty.
Hey, kitty.
I don't even know why I'm having Quiet Scout when I know where the boy is. I don't know what I was thinking when I recorded this.
It's a montage of death.
No, it's a montage.
The only way this will be better is if you get mauled by a bear.
I didn't.
Oh, you shouldn't have ruined it. So why aren't there any swimming scenes in here?
Well, there's no water, so...
Bullshit, there's no water. There's a lot of water.
What kind of bear is that? A brown bear.
It's a bear.
Oh, shit!
Damn. Remember when I first got mauled by a bear? That scared the shit out of me.
Yes. Like
Okay, Yogi, here you go. You tried to shoot it down?
Yeah, I want to kill it.
You're a dick.
Here we go.
That crack would make a good foothold.
One time that you actually have to climb a crack.
To make your way out.
Crap.
Way down in Craggle Rock. What?
Look, he's doing the insane jump to your death, the icon.
Oh, I thought that icon was Praise the Sun.
But we don't talk about bad games here.
We're talking about this one.
You know, Dark Souls is probably better than Phantom Pain.
Dark Souls is kind of a completely different bag, though. Just saying.
Yeah, but Dark Souls is better than this. This game's not good.
Wait, you can Fulton Hill out, but not the last one?
I guess I got the Kid Fulton when I did this scene. Don't question it. Pretend I had the Kid Fulton.
Ah!
Oh! Forgot about that!
I bet you wish you could get in the water now.
Yeah, there you go.
According to the intel team,
No, we're gonna leave it.
locate and secure them.
There you go.
Oh.
See, when I talk bad about this game, man.
Well, I could have told you that would have happened if you jumped off.
You know, though, if I was to give this game an honest rating, using a letter grade, because I don't use numbers, you know what I'd give it?
What?
A C+. Going back and replaying it, I've become a bit more fond of it.
Well, you know, I would give it in the C area too. Oh my God! It's like my cat running into the food bowl.
This is the true.
Oh my
boss
God!
battle.
He fucking.
This is the true boss.
Oh! You just shot him in the
He
face.
pissed me off. You were complaining this game had no boss battles. Here you go.
This is tougher than some of the boss battles.
Honestly.
Can't you punch it?
Oh
My God!
Solid Bear, the game's true final boss.
Fuck.
Technically, the way I played, he was the true final boss.
Oh my God! I'm there,
Jesus.
dude. You loaded him up with enough trank to take down like a field of gazelles.
That crack would make a good foothold.
I'd give it in the C area too.
Oh, for grades?
Yeah, back on my old subject, but it's like they tried, but they just didn't fall through. You know. You know, it's like they tried to do it, but they didn't follow through.
Yeah.
Trouble they put us through.
I mean, we could sit here all day and point who gets to blame, whether it's Konami or Kojima. At the end of the day, I think both sides are to blame in different
Don't
degrees.
fall. Yeah.
Varying degrees of dumb. Just like my gameplay. Varying degrees of dumb.
We received a new
Oh!
Well, at least you didn't fall on your head and die. The bear wakes up and finishes you off.
I'm dying. You know, some of these missions are just going to be cutscenes. Some of these episodes I'm going to put up.
Run.
You're fucking kidding me.
What the fuck was that?
But you know, I think that pretty much is the end of this mission. I'll probably just litter it with cutscenes and edit them, right? I gotta get out of here first.
No.
There we go.
That was it?
boss. As we suspected, the mastermind behind the kid's escape was Eli.
No, he's the only other fucking kid on the
Apparently
base.
he'd been
Well,
planning
they're
on
supposed to be
uprising
fun.
against us.
We didn't rush
He
you.
could be hiding something else
Dude,
too.
I already told you I wasn't showing you
Oswald's
the...
gonna press him for answers. Get back here as quick as
And you
can.
say I have a short-term memory. You were complaining...
No, I'm talking about all the kids that you got out plus Eli. Those were the only kids that I've ever Fulton out.
No. There's one kid that's not a part of the group that Eli almost kills because he mentions his dad and Eli's dad issue.
Oh, no, I thought he called Eli by his first name and he got
he
pissed.
says, Ele.
Where is
I told you, your father's not here.
that back?
Yes, they're back. But don't get any bright ideas. Your quarters are under full surveillance. Your weapons privileges have been suspended. No more
In
uprising.
20 years, you and I will be best friends, Ocelot. I predict it, even though you hate me in this game. And I hate you. What happens? Nobody knows. We just make up.
You'll get your boys back. Hell, even see the boss too.
But first, I need to know what you sent them to do
They wanted to leave.
to their homelands.
They wanted to go home. That's all.
So they were just homesick then.
not quite. Military warlords, PFs, the armies that murder their families. Cousins, brothers, parents. They all had someone they wanted to kill. I told them, last chance to face the world with no regrets.
Last chance?
You better be ready for your drag back here. Ready to face the world as enemies.
No!
How did Ocelot not die?
Don't worry, I'll take the Metal Gear down with this stick. Let me start whacking.
Well, you might as well, because...
I'm not like you! Goodbye, Father. I don't need you anymore.
They forced one of the
No,
pilots.
Pequod! Don't worry, you'll be back.
Don't worry, we'll find out what happens to you. The mission obviously will not be cut. Bastards, I loved you! Who was on guard duty? Code Talker. Perhaps it was a Perhaps it was a mistake to let Code Talker guard the Metal Gear. They could just walk
Was
past
Ralph
him.
really an accident? Or did Eli just rig it to stir up the boys? Either way, he had to have been planning for this all along. Bidding farewell to the world.
Don't worry. That will obviously be resolved. That plot thread will not be left hanging. We will obviously get a conclusion to it, and it won't be on YouTube.
Oh. 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 I feel depressed again.
So what happened to that pilot? Your guess is as good as mine, because
Well,
that mission on
obviously he
YouTube
died.
probably isn't even canon. Yeah, you never find out what happens to Eli, or the Metal Gear, or the kids.
Spoilers.
They cut the mission from the game. You can watch it on YouTube. It's the ultimate mission because it requires you to click YouTube. It's so meta that you don't even play it. You watch it on YouTube.
And even then, the mission isn't even complete. None of the lips are...
So, technically, this final Metal Gear ends on a dumb cliffhanger that's not even resolved.
Yeah, with
And
the Metal
if you
Gear
do-
that's more advanced than Gundams and Gundam Wing.
And if you do a sequel to this, could you make an entire sequel just chasing Eli? Like, no offense to Eli, but I don't think that merits an entire game. Whatever. No, I'm saying.
No, it's going to be another $50 expansion brought to you by, what are those guys called? Konami?
I don't know.
And the janitor?
Poor janitor. He's overworked.
I think he might have quit. That's why Metal Gear Online sucks now.
Oh, we only have a few more missions left. We're almost done.
Bye.
Jesus.
About Eli hijacking Sahelanthropus. We know how he got it moving. It was Emmerich. He used the kids in the staff living quarters to carry out his repairs. We got the details on tape. You're gonna want to hear this.
What was your goal in having the children repair Sahelanthropus?
I just answered their questions. I had no idea they would actually try to fix it. I mean, can you imagine a child piloting it?
Oh, sure, easily.
It wouldn't work.
I bet it's just like riding a bike.
I said it didn't work.
Who did you try?
I didn't.
Did you put your son in it?
We never did that.
His name was, Hal, wasn't it? I thought you said you never saw his face. But you made him pilot Sahelanthropus. You used him in your experiments.
He wanted to get in. It was such a short time we had.
So he was with you.
We were happy.
You're still happy now. Changing your lies to suit the listener and getting by slipping through the cracks. Building layer upon layer of convenient stories until nothing means anything to you anymore. You're happy all the time because you don't even notice you're doing it. Think hard. Who are you really? You're not a victim, and you're not the silent majority. You're a perpetrator and a petty hypocrite. The real world doesn't make you suffer. It's the other way around.